What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are back with another review. This is the Real Housewives of Miami, you guys. This is season 7, episode number 12, and this episode was titled Uncivil in Seville, you guys. Now, before I do get into it, if you guys are watching this video or even any other on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, you guys, and also by sharing the video. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and discuss the Real Housewives of Miami, shall we? Hello, football cat. I love that picture of Stewie when he was telling Chris to get in the house. Fatty, love it. But I hope you're having a good night. So I did see a comment in my previous live for OC asking am I doing Beyond the Gates? Yes. So I'm gonna do Beyond the Gates. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a pre-recorded, and then you guys know really being that we will do a video live together. I don't know when we're gonna do it, but I'm definitely gonna do a video. That'll be up sometime. That'll be up tomorrow, long before the episode, even before Monday's episode airs. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna charge my phone up that I record on, and I'm gonna try to get it done sometime tonight, so that way it can be up, editing it up first thing tomorrow for you guys. So my goal is to have it up somewhere between 11 or 12 my time. And then Hard and Hustle Houston will be up tomorrow as well. Now, this episode, we pick up where we left off with the girls, and we're once again talking about this whole situation with Larsa, talking about Jody texting her. And what it was he was texting her, basically telling her to stop with Lisa and defending his girlfriend. So it's not like, and she said it though, but the way that Larsa is playing it is it's as if Jody cussed her out, called her out her name and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just like, okay, Larsa, I really, truly, honestly feel like you're putting 20 on 10, but you know what? Do you, Larsa? So we see Lisa. So Lisa came over where they were, and she was like, Larsa, just go back to the table. And Larsa's like, I want to be done with this, be off this ride. I was like, Larsa, girl, you are doing the absolute most for absolutely no reason, right? And Lisa was like, yeah, just go back to the table. You know, I'm going to go over here and deal with my legal stuff. And so they get back to the table, and Larsa's like, nothing legal. I'm like, you don't have to get it done within an hour and stuff like that. I was like, ordinarily, you probably wouldn't. But if you're dealing with someone who is trying to make shit hard for you and your life hard, then yes, you probably would have to. You didn't have to do it with Scotty, but you got lucky with Scotty. Lisa's not so lucky with Lenny. We saw how Lenny has been with Lisa. So Larsa, I just really want you to sit down and shut the fuck up, because you're being very selfish at this point, right? So she's also saying that Lisa brought the vibe down. And no, Lisa did not bring the vibe down. That would be you, Larsa. I feel like you brought the vibe down when it comes to this whole situation. You have made everything, you made this about you, nobody else but you. So then Adriana was talking to Alexia, and Adriana was trying to use a comparison to basically say, you know, what Lisa's going through. It would be you would understand it like if this were something that Todd were doing. So Alexia got pissed off that she mentioned Todd. I was like, oh my God, girl, it was a comparison. she's not saying she's not saying that Todd would do this. I mean, that I get that point, football cat, or Lisa wait until that's possible that Lisa wait until the last minute. It's very possible. But Larsa, I just really don't, when it comes to Larsa, I just think Larsa was putting 20 on 10 when it comes down to it. So Lisa came back to the table, right? And she asked what's going on. So they brought up Jody texting Larsa. And like I said a few minutes ago, Lisa read the text messages from Jody. These text messages are very innocent. And obviously, if Larsa and Joe, because if you looked at it, there was a text message that was a text message thread. So it's not like he just texted her for the first time that day. That's a thread. So obviously, him and Larsa have had a friendship or some kind of a relationship where they talk to each other, where they text each other. So I don't have a problem with him texting her, but the other ladies, for some odd reason, have an issue with him texting her. Again, it ain't like he said anything out of the way to her. He didn't cuss her out. He didn't call her out her name. He didn't do anything disrespectful to Larsa. Meanwhile, Larsa has been talking about him on this trip, but whatever. Um, so Larsa says that she has not involved Jody. I was like, a lie does not care who tell it or when it's told, because you've definitely mentioned Jody, Larsa. You've definitely mentioned him. So what are you talking about? Like, that's stupid to me. But okay, if that's what Larsa wants to say, she's never mentioned, she hasn't involved Jody, then okay. So then while Lisa and Larsa are going back and forth with each other, not Larsa, but Lisa has her phone out, right? And so Lisa is taking down notes of things that Larsa is saying to her. Am I upset about it? No. And let me tell you guys why. It's much like what Lisa, now granted, Lisa, you ain't no better than Larsa, but she's like, Larsa says things and then she lies about what she says. And I was like, well, you know what? That is smart, because then if Larsa comes back later and says, well, I didn't say that about you, Lisa. You said this about me, because we know that Larsa would do this. I didn't say this about you, but you said this, and you said that. So, I mean, I think it's pretty smart. But the ladies are so offended that she's doing it. I was like, are you serious? Are you serious? Y'all forget what show y'all are on. Y'all do know that y'all are going to have a reunion for this season, right? So once y'all get to the reunion, Larsa can't be like, oh, I never said that to you, Lisa. And Lisa can be like, well, this is from when we were in Sevilla. And here it is. This is what you call me this. You call me that. You da 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 da. Like, I'm not upset with Lisa, but for some odd reason, Alexia, Marisol, Julia, Stephanie, they're all upset that she's taking a note. I'm like, okay, y'all are weird, but whatever. Whatever, whatever, whatever. So then out of nowhere, I don't know who told Julia that this was the move to want to kiss people, and by her kissing people, that would just make people forget what they were arguing about. So she goes up and she kisses first she kissed Marisol. Then after she kissed Marisol, she went and kissed Kiki. Then after she kissed Kiki, she kissed Gertie. I was like, huh? Ma'am, keep your lips to yourself. That's so, but okay. If they felt like that was the thing to do, they felt like it was a thing to do. Did I feel like it was a thing to do? Hell the fuck no. So then we move on to the next day. So the ladies have split up for the day. So in one group, it was Alexia, it was Marisol, it was Julia, Stephanie, and Larsa, right? So they're out, and I think they were painting tiles. Alexia. You know what? When it comes down to Alexia, I'm just not even going to really give a damn anymore when it comes to her and this whole situation with Todd, because it just makes it's nonsensical at this point. The fact that you painted A and T on your tile, girl, if you like it, then I absolutely love it. It ain't got shit to do with me. Now, Alexia did tell Marisol not to draw a penis. And so we see in the confessional where the interviews or the confessions, whichever one y'all want to call them, where the ladies were drawing penises, with the exception of Larsa. That is the one time I can say I agree with Larsa. When they asked her, could you draw a penis? She's like, no, I'm not drawing a penis. And I was like, I agree with you, Larsa. Please don't do it. Stephanie, what was the purpose in you asking Larsa how she feels about Lisa riding on the plane to the next place that you guys are going? It really feels like to me, and this is, you guys can tell me if you agree or disagree, but it really feels like to me that you do want to find an issue with Lisa where there is no issue with Lisa. It like that's just how it felt to me personally. You guys can tell me what you think and feel. So Julia also let the girls know that the friends that they're going to see, I forget where they're going next, but wherever they're going next, the two friends that she's going to go see, she's going to ask them to be the godfather to her boys. Congratulations, good luck, whatever you want to say with that one. Football cast says mean, yeah, because I was just like, she ain't done, like, Lisa hasn't done anything to you, so I don't understand why you're asking Larsa, like, girl, it's your plane. But again, y'all know I'm not really seeing it for Stephanie. She's not I don't think Stephanie's a bad person. She's just not for me personally. But that's that. She is. Lisa's very harmless. So then we have Kiki, we have Gertie, we have Lisa and Adriana. So they went to Alcazar, right? What I will say is I do love the fact that Adriana is such a history buff and she knows what she's talking about. I thought that was so cool. And I love it. She talked about where she's, traveled to and all that kind of stuff. I love it. So Lisa did talk about all the legal stuff that's going on with her. And Kiki then brought up the fact of Jody texting Larsa. And I was like, why are we still talking about this? Like, I just don't get it. I really didn't get it because Gertie literally told him on the phone when she was helping Lisa with that legal stuff that had to be notarized. She literally told Jody, just stop texting Larsa. So I just didn't get it. Why are we bringing it up again? And again, he didn't say anything out of the way, rude, disrespectful to Larsa. He didn't say anything. So now, if he had called Larsa out of her name, if he called her a blow up doll, a dumb bimbo, anything like that, if he said anything disrespectful to Larsa, then yes, I would say, Jody, you were fucked up. But he didn't say anything like out of the way to Larsa. But okay, I mean, hey, I can't tell him how to feel. But it's just weird to me, to be honest with you. What's even weirder to me with these girls is the fact that they keep talking to Lisa about unfollowing Marcus on Instagram. I was like, if I never hear about who follows who, I will, oh God. And these women are older than I am. These women are older than I am. And even with me at my, like, I don't give a, like I said before, plenty of times on this channel, on my reviews about this show, on the Miami panel. I don't know how many more ways I can say that who follows who makes no sense to me. It's stupid. Like, this is something that I feel like this is something that the kids would argue about, like kids who are in middle school, high school, hell, even I would even say college. But 30, 40, and 50-year-old women arguing about who is following who on Instagram is stupid. But okay, but Lisa went ahead on and unfollowed Marcus. I was like, her unfollowing Marcus, Larsa's not going to feel any type of way about it. And Lisa even said that she's not going to say, thank you, friend, for doing that. And I would love to know, what does this do for Lars? What if Lisa had unfollowed him when she asked her in the beginning, what would this have done for Larsa? Like, I just don't get it. I truly don't get it. If you guys understand it, please dumb it down for me. Talk to me as if I'm 2 years old and explain that whole follow, unfollow. Explain it to me as if I'm a 2-year old. So we see as Marisol and Julia were going to talk to Lisa, right, about this whole plane thing. And I thought that the request that they asked of Lisa was completely it was a dumbass request. This woman got too young, like all of y'all who have kids, with the exception of Julia. Julia has those two young boys, but those boys are with Martina. With Lisa, she is going through a a bitter divorce with Lenny. So for y'all to sit there and ask that girl, once y'all get on the plane, for her to put her phone away to make you guys feel better is asinine to me. I would have told y'all in no uncertain terms to fuck off and kiss my ass. Bitch, my kids come before y'all. If something happens to I would have said this, what if something happens to my kids? God forbid I can't get to them. At least I would have my phone and I would know. And I don't have to get to somewhere else and be caught off guard. I would have told them, fuck you and kiss my ass. I really would have said that to them. And so Lisa was pissed off with them and told them she wasn't going to dinner with them. And honestly, I did not blame Lisa. Truly didn't blame Lisa, because I would have told them to go. I really would have told them where they could get off at. They could have got off at the next stop to fucking hell. Like this woman has young kids. Like, are y'all stupid or are y'all dumb? And again, she's going through a tumultuous divorce with her husband. The fuck? Talking about, well, Jody can't do this. Jody is not those kids' father. Like, again, I want them to listen to the dumb shit that they were saying. Exactly. Stand your ground, Lisa. So we do see that Marisol did talk to Lisa. So Lisa decided that she was going to come to dinner, right? So they get to dinner. Adriana blurts it out that Lisa unfollowed Marcus on Instagram. And so Gertie was like, Adriana, we pinky promised that we wouldn't tell that. Now, when they showed that flashback clip of Adriana won't listen to y'all. Y'all just grabbed Adriana's pinky and had her do a pinky swear, but she was not listening to them, right? So Lisa finally shows up to dinner. Larsa has his stank-a-dank-dank ass look on her face. I'm like, Larsa, why are you so upset? She's like, oh, she's 2 hours late. And production put on the screen that Lisa was only an hour late to dinner. Hell, she wasn't even coming to dinner. So be glad at this point, be glad she did come. So, oh my God. So then Kiki told Lisa that Adriana was the one that told Larsa that she unfollowed Marcus. And Adriana told Kiki to stop being so ratchet. And I honestly don't think she meant to say ratchet. I think she meant to say wretched, but it came out wrong. And so Kiki is so upset about her saying that she's ratchet. I mean, I'm not going to tell Kiki how to feel. What I will say is Julia was kind of pissed me off, because Julia told Adriana that Kiki is overreacting. Like, girl, what? Overreacting? Okay, I don't think she's overreacting, but whatever. But also, what I will say is, would I get offended by the word ratchet? Me personally, no. I wouldn't get offended by that. Like, you're telling me I'm like, oh, I'm being ratchet, huh? Okay. I mean, I wouldn't get offended by it. Me personally, again, I can't tell. I'm not sitting here telling Kiki that she shouldn't have been offended by the word, but I just really don't think that. And again, Adriana also has a thick ass accent, so I do believe she meant wretched, not ratchet, because she really wasn't acting. She was acting a little wretched, not ratchet, but it is what it is. Football coach say you feel she meant it. Okay. Adriana hit Kiki twice. Ratchet and Bad Mother. Yeah, she did talk about it. And they were going low with each other. Because then she talked about Adriana being old. I was like, well, damn. I was like, okay. And again, I'm not gonna sit here and tell Kiki. Um, I'm not gonna tell Kiki how to feel when it comes to what Adriana said. Kiki has every right to feel how she wants to feel, how she feels, right? And that's her prerogative. I'm not gonna tell her how to feel. But I'm also not gonna really go like just defend Kiki. And here's why. Because I'm kind of looking at Kiki a little sideways because Kiki didn't, I'm not going to jump to Kiki's defense because Kiki hasn't really jumped to Gertie's defense this season when it comes to Julia. But then at the same time, the fact of Julia and Gertie making up, hey, with them two, if they feel that way, they can feel however they want to feel. Adriana called Joanna Krupa ratchet. Uh, Now, when it comes to Joanna Krupa, I'm not a fan of Joanna Krupa. I'm not a fan of Joanna. So I when I was here for everything that Adriana called her, even Hoana. So I was no Joanna Krupa fan. Ratchet opinion, Ofax. Yeah. Kiki, no loyalty to she definitely has no loyalty. She definitely has no loyalty to Gertie. I thought it was interesting that Alexia said that she didn't want them people to know that they were American. Girl, what did you, I mean, never mind. Shut up, because whatever. So Adriana got pissed off and she left the table. Not before mentioning, was she saying that she was gonna watch Kiki's kids? Like I was confused whose kids she was talking about she was gonna watch. But she mentioned watching somebody's kids, but she's too old because she's a grandma and all that kind of stuff. I was like, oh God, Adriana, you're doing the most. But whatever. Then Stephanie got pissed off and left. And I was so confused by Stephanie getting pissed off. Stephanie, what is going on? Like, I honestly I really truly feel like Stephanie be looking for moments. Hearing, like, I just really feel like Stephanie looks for moments. Because this made no sense. Then we see her in the car with Alexia, Marisol, and Larsa crying. I was like, huh? When the girl was crying, I was hella confused. Like, why are you crying? Nothing happened for you to be crying. So then they get back to the hotel that they're staying at. So now she's showing the layout of her jet. I was like, this is you flexing. That's all I could come up with. I'm like, this is you trying to flex the design of this jet because she then goes to show the seating chart of the jet. And I was like, say what? So now she wants to split the girls apart. I was like, oh my God, Stephanie. I was with Marisol. Like, what are we doing? This is way too much. Oh, okay. That's what she was. She claims Kiki leaves her daughter with the grandmother to parent. Oh, okay. I didn't catch that because I was so confused by that. But yeah, I just didn't get Stephanie. And it's like nothing with Stephanie made sense in this episode. Nothing. It, like I said, it really gives, she's trying to flex, but whatever. But that's the episode, you guys. It was a good episode. Now, I honestly don't know how many more episodes are left of Miami. I know we're winding down. I I know we're winding down because the reunion's been filmed. So I feel like we probably have a good probably three. Well, at this point, we're on episode 12. We probably got a few more episodes left of this season. This has been a good season to me. I've enjoyed it. I even enjoyed this cast, minus a few people. Minus a few people. Technically, minus two people. Oh, you said a reunion is in, so yeah, that's October. Wow. Okay. Interesting. What do I think the surprise is at the reunion? The way that Marisol was pissed off is definitely the way Marisol was pissed off last week. I think it got something to do with Marisol. I believe it has something to do with Marisol. And if it don't, I would be shocked because she was pissed. She was pissed. Yeah, it could be. I think it's September. I feel like it might be September because I think it's yeah, I feel like when Salt Lake City comes back, that'll be when we're wrapping up this season. Because Salt Lake City comes back in how many more weeks? Like 3 or 4 weeks. Because Salt Lake City premieres on what, the 18th? So we got 3 weeks from this week. So we'll see. But overall, the season has been good. And I could kind of do without Larsa. I could. It ain't no. I can kind of. I can do without Larsa, and I can honestly do without Stephanie. That's just my little 2 cents. But hey, that's it. You guys can tell me what you think, what you feel, and I will catch you guys later. So, oh, I've been said Alexia's delusional, thinking everyone wants her. Like, yeah, Louise Miguel. Like, yeah, she's definitely deluded. September 16th. Is that Salt Lake City? It's a Tuesday. Oh, I didn't. Okay, we got to figure that. We have to work on these schedules. That's one thing we're gonna have to work. I'm gonna have to work on these schedules when it comes to especially OC and Miami, because with these two airing back to back on Thursdays, it was easy for me to do OC on Friday, but then now I have to do OC and Miami at the same time, and it's just like, what the hell? But yeah, you guys, that's it. I'm about to get off of here. So if you guys watch my Beyond the Gates, I am going to do a pre-recorded review of that. And then Really B and I will do a live of that as well sometime this week. And then if you guys watch Hard and Hustle Houston that comes on OWN, that'll be up tomorrow as well. And also if you guys watch Baddies, then or if you just watch my reviews of Baddies, then I'll have that up sometime tomorrow as well. So yeah, you guys, I'm gonna get off of here because it's already 11 o'clock, and if you're on the East Coast, then it's midnight. So I'm gonna get off of here and probably go to the gym for a little bit. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I will see you guys in the next one, you guys. So stay safe out there, take care of yourselves, please. Wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And thank you so much. Thank you, I appreciate that. So yeah, you guys have a great night, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.